What are you up to?
Oh, Reina. Nothing, just looking at the sky.
Again? You were doing that over in Salva, too.
Sometimes it's clear, sometimes it's cloudy. It's always something different, and that's why I never get tired of it. What kind of sky do you like most, Reina?
Huh? Me?
There's lots of different kinds, you know. A night sky filled with stars or a breathtaking sunset. Isn't there any that you like in particular?
Well, I like sunsets, when the sky's all red like it's on fire, like a canvas with red paint splashed all over it. You almost feel like you can smell the scent of roses as it unfolds in front of you.
You're quite the romantic, aren't you, Reina?
Huh? You think so?
When I'm watching a sunset, I feel like I've got my fingers right on the pulse of the planet I live on. It really makes me feel like the planet we're standing on right now is a living thing.
Wow, really?
But lately I've started to feel the warmth of the blood flowing through us too. I don't know. Maybe I've been out in space for too long. I'm starting to realize that I've fallen out of touch with something really important.
What?
Oh, sorry. I'm just rambling.
Out in space?
Celine! Mother, what is going on here?
Is this your mother, Celine?
Yes, I grew up in this village.
Huh. I didn't know Celine was born in Mars.
Have a seat, though, as we were just about to begin.
We are facing the greatest crisis in the history of Mars.
Elder, we are still unaware of the events that led up to this situation. Could you kindly fill us in?
Please, allow me to explain.
Yes, Father.
Sometime last evening, every child in the village simply vanished, as if they were rubbed out of existence. As we scrambled to form a search party, this man here came back from the Forest of Symbols with a disturbing message.
I was by myself in the forest at the time, practicing my symbology. Then all of a sudden, a bandit appeared before me. I steeled myself for battle, but he simply stood there and told me this before he disappeared into the woods. Our boss has your children. If you want them back, bring us 500,000 foal and the secret book.
What's this secret book he's talking about?
We cannot reveal specifics, but it is a book that describes a unique form of symbology passed down through the generations in this village.
When we heard the story, we were all at a loss as to what to do. Not only did we learn that our children were kidnapped, but that bandits were encroaching on the Forest of Symbols.
The forest has been protected for ages by holy symbols etched into the land itself, repulsing the wicked and evil-hearted. If they have broken through that barrier, then we must face a dire reality. Our enemy is more powerful than any that has come before.
But the children, are they safe?
According to a second messenger, the children are being held by the bandits deep inside the forest. He said that until we fulfill their demands, they'll stay exactly where they are. We don't know anything else about the children.
The Forest of Symbols is a special training ground for us symbologists. Furthermore, its landscape and terrain make it a natural fortress difficult to penetrate.
If it were simply a pack of bandits we were dealing with, it would take no more than a small team to dispatch them.
But the lives of our children are at stake. We can ill afford to make any rash moves. They may be simple bandits, but they have proven at least strong enough to break the barrier protecting the Forest of Symbols. Their defeat would mean nothing if the children were to be caught in the carnage.
It seems like there's nothing much we can do.
We haven't been sitting here simply twiddling our thumbs. One of our search team has already discovered the location of the bandit hideout. With that information in hand, all we need now is a way to rescue the children.
Oh, so you're set then?
We are, but as I mentioned earlier, we fear that to act by ourselves would prove to be insufficient. Fate has brought us a master swordsman. We thought we could ask him to join us in our rescue effort.
Diaz?
Reyna?
You know this man, Reyna?
Yes, we come from the same village. Is this the swordsman you're talking about?
That he is. There are few fighting men in this world who haven't heard the name Diaz Flack.
You have nothing to worry about then. Diaz is the strongest swordsman in the world. He could kill the whole group by himself.
So has Diaz agreed to your request, Father?
He accepted the job. Said it would be a good warm-up for the Liqueur Armory contest. But there is one snag.
I'm firmly against it. We know nothing of this stranger. I would rather we storm the forest ourselves than rely on the whims of outsiders.
Oh no, you can totally trust Diaz. I know him really well. He's an honest man, and as a fighter, no one can even come close.
I'd prefer to have someone more experienced than you to speak on his behalf, young lady.
This is our village's problem, it's true. Perhaps it is irresponsible of us to throw it on the shoulders of a passing swordsman.
In that case, Father, I have the perfect solution to our problem. Would it be all right if we defeated the bandits for you?
Celine, are you sure?
Of course. It would be the perfect opportunity to display the fruits of my training.
I don't care either way, but if you're kicking me off the team, I'm out of here. Don't come whining to me if that loudmouth girl screws everything up, got it?
Of all the rude things to say.
Don't you think you're being the rude one here? Barging into the middle of things and disrupting all of our plans? I'm done here. If you need me, I'll be back at the inn. It's been too long, Reyna. I hardly recognized you.
Me too.
Father, are you seriously going to leave everything to that rogue? We could rend that pathetic rabble of bandits to shreds by ourselves, and you know it.
I know how you feel, Celine, but
Reyna.
What is it, Reyna?
I have a message from the Elder. He still wants you to rescue the children.
Is that all he had to say?
Listen. I want you to fight along with the rest of us, all right?
What? Are they all down on their knees begging for me?
I'm going to talk to Diaz.
Reina!
What are you so surprised about? She already said they're from the same village, did she not?
Yeah, but
We haven't seen each other in 2 years.
There's more to it than that, isn't there?
Huh?
All you want to do is just talk to Diaz?
Well, I think so. I mean, we've got a lot to talk about. Diaz, I want you to understand. I know you're a world-class swordsman, but
If you already know that, then you also know there's no reason for us to fight together.
why do you have to be so averse to other people? If you think that makes you strong, you're wrong. The only thing shunning other people proves is that you're too scared to accept anyone.
You see me for the first time in years and you think it's the perfect time to start lecturing me? You've gotten a lot brattier than I remember you, Reina.
I'm not the child I used to be, Diaz.
It's only been 2 years, you know.
But I...
Well, since it's my sister begging me, I guess I might as well do her a favor at the very least.
Diaz.
But if those other guys wind up getting in my way, I'm just going to pretend they don't exist and get on with it by myself.
Thanks. Cecile says thanks, too.
Wish I could hear her. Heaven's kind of far away.
You're late. Did that man do something to you?
Listen, I'm sorry to spring this on you, but I want to have Diaz join our group.
What are you talking about?
I asked Diaz, and he promised me that he would fight alongside us.
Well, it only makes sense that he'd listen to the cute girl next door instead of everyone else.
That wasn't the issue here. I'm telling you, he's a first-class swordsman. He'd be a huge asset to us out there.
What do you think, Claude?
he said he could do it all by himself. What's the point of having him along then?
How could you say something like that?
Well, it's true, isn't it? Besides, do we really even need him?
Huh. Well, I guess I'm going with Diaz then.
Reina.
Maybe you don't need him, Claude, but I do.
Judging by your face, I suppose it didn't go very well.
You aren't even looking at me.
I don't have to.
Anyway, I've decided to go along with you instead.
You? Miss Reina Lanford?
I promise I won't drag you down. After all, I have this healing power.
Even if I said no at this point, I doubt you'd listen to me. Guess I might as well give up and say yes now instead of making you follow me around like a puppy dog.
Thank you.
That doesn't sound very enthusiastic.
I was kind of saying sorry at the same time.
Well, if you're coming along, you better get some sleep. That and make sure you have all the supplies you need. We'll be setting off tomorrow.
All right, I'll go get everything in order.
We're behind schedule. Let's go.
But everyone's still asleep.
You want to be on the road the same time they are?
That's not the point, Diaz.
The bandits will be off their guard if we attack them now.
I know, Diaz.
The Elder gave me these mud shoes yesterday. Said something about needing them to cross the swamps in the forest.
So, does the fact that you're giving them to me mean you've accepted me as a partner?
Whatever.
Hey, remember that time you gave me a tiara made of grass? I just thought of that a little while ago.
Let's get moving. This is the forest, right?
Whoa, you're going in right now?
I want to finish this fast.
Okay, man. Good luck.
We're almost there. Brace yourself.
Right. We can't walk through this swamp.
No worries. We've got our mud shoes on.
Oh, you're right. Here goes.
This'll be over in 10 seconds.
Press that cross!
Is that
That was
all?
an easy win.
This'll be over in 10
Don't
seconds.
underestimate them.
Air flash!
That was an
That
easy
was a
win.
waste of time.
It's finally over.
Who the hell are you?
Don't waste our time. Get out of our way and leave the forest.
You expect us to listen to that crap?
Where are the children?
I see. Coming here to play the hero to take us down, huh?
Call it what you want. Either way, I'm not interested in dealing with grunts like you.
Well, let's just see about that.
Here goes.
Air slash!
Crash!
Press that cross!
Crash!
Crescent cross!
Weaker than I
Is that
thought.
all?
Those guys were quite a handful.
You think so? Why don't you run on home then?
That's not what I'm saying. I was just wondering if Claude and Celine will have any problems.
I don't see any reason for us to worry about that.
Who goes there?
Oh, great. They just had to change out the guards right now, didn't they?
Wait a minute. It's you guys.
You're a bunch of weaklings too, right? Get out of our faces and save us a lot of pain and heartbreak.
You'll pay for that, you.
Here goes.
Air slash!
Crash!
Air slash!
Crash! You all right?
Onward!
You didn't have to rile them up like that, Diaz.
I'm just stating the obvious. They got angry because I nailed it on the head. You look like you've got something to say.
Nope.
Mere pawns.
Don't underestimate them.
Is that
It's all over. Here goes.
Mere pawns. Crescent cross! Crescent cross!
Weaker than
What
I
a waste
thought.
of time.
Think we're not on to you, you bastards? Guess you don't care what happens to the kids then.
The more you people blather on, the more obvious it is how useless you are in a fight.
Afraid your luck's just run out. Prep.
Here goes.
Air slash!
Air
slash! Air slash!
You all right?
Onward!
I need to heal you, Diaz.
Don't need it.
I wonder if Claude and Celine are all right.
If you're that worried, why don't you go join them?
I'm not worried. It's not any of my business what they do.
How annoying.
Don't underestimate them. Ha!
Crescent cross! Air slash!
Onward.
Don't underestimate them.
How annoying.
Crescent cross! Air slash! Air slash!
Good. Help me! You're from Mars, right? Yeah.
Wait, dumb brat!
This'll be over in 10
Here
seconds.
goes.
Crescent cross!
That was an
Is
easy
that
win.
all? So you escaped from the bad guys who caught you?
Yeah? Could you show us where everyone else is? Are you gonna rescue them?
Yep, that's my job.
Thanks, you guys.
I told you, it's just my job.
Well, still, thanks. My name's Cecile.
Cecile?
Is that really your name, Cecile?
Just a coincidence. She doesn't look anything like my sister.
Come on, this way. They're inside, here. Wow, it isn't even guarded. We're in luck.
Something's not right with this. Where's the security here? We ran into a few bandits, but I'd have a lot more guards around if I were trying to hold a bunch of kids hostage.
So what does this mean?
Think about it. Don't you think this whole kidnapping thing is just a big charade?
What are you getting at?
I'm saying that they kidnapped these kids for some other reason.
Bingo. So you finally sniffed us out. Too bad you're deep in the heart of the forest. It's too late for you to turn back now.
The village.
The children are just a bonus to us. They'll be more than worth the trouble once we put them up for sale.
What's going on here, Diaz?
They kidnapped the kids to lure us out of the village. Now they're gonna strike town, wear out the symbologist, and steal all their treasure.
The symbologist is a very rich man, but he's a tougher nut to crack than you'd think. No wonder the boss had so much trouble.
So you aren't the leader?
As if I need to tell you anything. This conversation is over.
Air slash! Air slash! Air slash! Crescent cross! Crescent cross! Air slash! Crescent cross!
Is
That
that
was
all?
an easy win.
Well, let's get the kids out of here.
You're here to save us? Thanks, lady. I'm just glad everyone's all right.
This isn't over yet, though. We don't know what's happening back in the village.
That's what Claude's there for.
Assuming they didn't get themselves killed on the way.
Spot's just as strong as you, Diaz, when he puts his mind to it.
I'd like to see that with my own eyes, then.
Well, you better hurry back. Claude!
Raina!
What is that?
The symbologist that was at the Elder's house. The real him, that is.
That was the bandit's boss, wasn't it?
What are you doing here, Raina?
We just rescued the children from the house they were being held in.
Really?
You took this guy by yourself?
That's right. With some help from Celine, of course.
I see. Raina wasn't lying after all.
What do you mean?
The day we cross swords may not be so far away. I look forward to it. I apologize for my rudeness earlier. You probably wouldn't be a drag on me after all.
What's he talking about, Raina?
Diaz.
Time is of the essence. We must return to the village.
Yeah.
Rave, Celine.
My dear.
Father!
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, thank you, Raina.
I'll leave you all alone for now. Igris has regained consciousness.
Oh, has he?
I think he'll be fine once he gets some rest.
Well then, I'll go see how he's doing.
So that symbologist was the real culprit all along.
There was no way for us to know since he disguised himself as one of the victims.
I'm really impressed, though. You defeated the bandit boss all by yourself.
Not by myself. Celine was the key to the whole thing.
Even so, Diaz was really impressed.
I'm sure his skills are still way beyond anything I have. That's the impression I get anyway.
Claude?
It's easy to lash out against someone, but it's hard to accept them as an equal. If he was praising me, even just a little, that just means he's that much better than I am with a sword. I think I'm starting to understand what you see in him, Raina.
Why do you have to be that way, Claude? Diaz is like the big brother I never had. You're getting the wrong idea, and I don't like it.
Oh, really?
We're here right now because we're investigating the sorcery globe, right? You haven't forgotten, have you?
Raina,
What?
that stone that Alan had with him. Never mind. I hope you find your mother.
Thank you.
Hold it!
Celine!
I wish you wouldn't just leave me here.
But what about Igris?
Oh, my father? He's fine. I must say, your healing spell is really something, Raina.
I just did what I could.
Well, we need to get going. The sun's about ready to set.
Why don't you stay over for the night? I need to repay you two for all that you've done.
Are you sure it's okay?
Oh, come on. Are you forgetting that you two are the heroes of the day?
Heroes, huh?
Of course. To whom are we going to express our gratitude if you two just run off like this?
Diaz didn't say where he was going, did he?
I think you'll find him soon enough. He may not like dealing with others, but he causes chaos everywhere he goes, regardless.
True.
Now then, you two are going back to my place. Come on, come on!
That was delicious. Thank you.
Oh, not at all. I'm just happy you enjoyed it.
Are you feeling all right?
Fit as a fiddle, and it's all thanks to Reyna. By the way, I hear you're on your way to Harley.
Yes, sir. We're going to travel across the sea to Licour, then find a way from there to the land of El.
The land of El?
Is there a problem?
I heard where you're going over dinner. You're after the sorcery globe, aren't you?
Yes. Could I ask you for your thoughts on the sorcery globe, Igris?
This is just my personal opinion, but I believe it might be some form of energy entity.
Energy entity?
Yes. And if that were the case, then perhaps whatever energy it's emitting is affecting all the animals in the area and turning them into monsters.
Does energy work like that?
Well, it's just one of many possibilities.
Do you have any other thoughts?
I suppose the easiest explanation is that it's simply a normal meteorite. But that doesn't really explain all the phenomena we've had in the ensuing weeks. Are you sure you want to proceed into El immediately after landing on Licour?
What do you mean, Father? Why wouldn't it be?
You're working on far too little information right now. My suggestion would be to gather more intelligence in Licour before traveling to El. There's a fine line between courage and recklessness. Do you understand?
I understand. That sounds like a good idea to me.
Well, you're leaving early tomorrow, right? Best get to bed soon.
Thank you for seeing us off like this.
You have been a great help to me. Accompanying you to the village outskirts is the least I can do.
Well, it's time to get going.
Take care of yourselves on the road.
If El looks too dangerous, I don't want you to risk your lives.
There's nothing to worry about, Mother. Besides, I have Reyna and Claude with me.
Then we shall place our faith in them.
Where should we head first after landing on Licour?
Licour Kingdom should be your first stop, I suppose. It's the biggest country on the continent. You'll be able to find all the latest information, not to mention a wider selection of weapons.
I was thinking about going to Linga to decipher the book that the Elder had trouble comprehending.
Linga?
A town in Licour. It's famous for its wealth of scholars.
Linga is on the southern tip of Licour. If I were you, however, I'd head for Licour Castle first.
Well, thanks for all your help.
It's time to hit the road. We're not blessed with time.
Shall we set off for Licour then?